Jorge Baena that did the set. And I remember 1 year before the creation, I came in and met different artists. And when I met Jorge, it was very clear for me that there was a complete synchronicity between the origin of his ideas and how they were realized. I felt it was also extremely close and extremely well processed. Like I felt sometimes you have creators that have great ideas, but they don't really resist the test of the materialization of it, the test of making those ideas in the real world. And with him, I feel like this is so like crazy how sometimes from your original sketches, your first drawing to the final pictures of the production he's been working, it was of a pretty overwhelming perfection, in the sense that I felt it takes a lot of energy to manage to get something that precise. So I was very intrigued, and I enjoyed very much our first conversation. So he came actually to Europe when I was somewhere in Munich, I remember, and we had a few days of brainstorming. And I remember that's when we started like really bringing all this idea, and we came with this idea of the parabolic antenna. I really love the fact that he wanted to really make it the biggest scale as possible and not to dim it from. He was like, it's going to be really difficult, but let's try to push this idea to the maximum. In general, I like to work with quite extreme people that are ready to go for the full potential of an idea, and they're not being intimidated by the complexity or the realization of it. So I found a great ally in Jorge, and he's been amazing all the way through. In realizing those ideas and making it the kind of incredible set that he developed for this work. Usually I don't never work really with set designers. I always work with visual artists, but I do consider Jorge, who was an architect first, as a visual artist somehow. So it's been really beautiful to collaborate with him. Victor Zapatero was connected to Jorge, and he also joined the process of making the light. And there again, I found him a great partner. I'm trying to not so easy, like when you want to create a piece that is so cosmic in a way, to bring back this logic of the cosmos, which is often one source of light. It's like one source of light, one clear shadow. So it cuts a lot of possibilities. You like also this idea of giving this feeling of a sunset, of something that is both cold and warm. I'm glad that both of them got recognized recently for their hard work on this piece. So I think from the Mexican side, they were really like extremely important collaborators. This perform on 34-degree angle, but actually in this one, some angles reach 45 degrees. It's also created a world that would be disconnected from this world, because there is this idea of something a little bit curved that is disconnected from the ground. So it has a bit of a floating feeling. It's a very heavy set, but at the same time, it gives a sense of extreme lightness, because it feels like it's floating in the dark.